Chazak Baruch. Boker Tov, everyone. Shavua Tov. Chazak Baruch for making the minyan. We are Siman Reish Mem Hey, the latter half of Seif Hey, and finishing the Siman today. So it seems like there was a case in the time of the Rosh. The Rosh lived about in the year 1100 or so. Came from Germany to Spain, and it seems like that because he brings this case. It seems like there was a case that went as follows. Tanur shelekacho Yisrael mashkon me'eno Yehudi. There was, back in the day, they would have communal ovens. So a non-Jew borrowed money from the Jew, and the Jew wanted a collateral. So the non-Jew said, "Look, I own an oven. I'll give you, the oven is going to be your collateral." Meaning, he says to him, the non-Jew says, "I owe you money. The money that I make from my oven business, I'm going to give you a interest on the loan, and as if you're going to be holding on to the, it's a non-movable object, but you're like the owner, and I'm giving you the interest from what I make, and until I pay you back the loan." So the Shulchan Aruch says you're allowed to take the interest, even though that oven was operating on Shabbat. So why? He says because the Jew has no chelek bo. So he didn't say he's going to own it. I said that, but he didn't say he's going to own it. But he said, "I'm going to give you all the profits from this until I pay back."
So this is not the collateral case.
No, this is the collateral. He's giving him the tanur is your collateral. Now I can't move the tanur, but I'm operating the tanur, and I'm paying you back interest even because a goy, you can get interest from a goy, but the work is happening also on Shabbat. And the Jew doesn't tell him to work on Shabbat specifically, and the non-Jew is working on Shabbat for himself in order to pay back the loan, in order to pay back his condition that he told him that I'm going to give you extra profits from the tanur. So that is okay.
It's like owning stocks.
It's like owning stocks, happening totally on his own. Seif Vav. Here's an interesting case, and this is the end of Siman Reish Mem Hey. If non-Jews, against the will of a Jew, used the Jewish oven on Shabbat to bake breads, and then maybe they felt bad or whatever it was, when they give the Jew breads that was baked on Shabbat as profit. So look, by the way, we broke into your oven, we needed an oven, we baked breads in your oven, and now here's some breads as a payment. So asur lehenot mimenu. It's asur to benefit from them. So what's going on over here? The Mishnah Berurah says that the case is that they only baked it on Shabbat. It wasn't that they also baked on Shabbat. It was they only baked on Shabbat, and therefore specifically just from Shabbat. Then the answer is no. But the Mishnah Berurah does say that this case is a case of marit ayin, because you didn't tell them to do it. They broke in on their own. And you didn't tell them to do it on Shabbat. So it's a case of marit ayin. If you're going to accept the bread, it's as if like, oh, you told them to work on Shabbat for you or whatever. So because it's a case of marit ayin, in a case of bidi avad, if let's say you already benefited, let's say you already got the breads and ate from the breads, or you already got the breads in your possession, in le'esor scharo, you don't make the reward asur. So if the guy's telling you, "Hey, I want to give you these breads, but use your oven on purpose against your will on Shabbat," now the guy goes to the rabbi, "Can I benefit from these breads or not?" The answer is no. But let's say he already got the breads, and now maybe he even consumed some, and then he finds out about it. Okay, because the whole issue was just marit ayin, which is an issue, but you already got the reward from it, then you don't have to, because be'etzem it's not asur, because you didn't tell them to do it, they went against their will and did it. Okay, that brings us to the end of Siman Reish Mem Hey. Tomorrow we'll start Reish Mem Vav, which talks about borrowing and renting things to non-Jews over Shabbat. We'll talk about that, B'ezrat Hashem, starting tomorrow. Minchat tonight and all week long, 5:35, B'ezrat Hashem. And just to put it out there also into the recording, it's the end of Shiva for the friend that passed away, Avi Orlievsky, and at 12:30 today at Pardes Chaim, there's going to be, I know it's snowy, I know it's difficult, but if anyone wants to do a mitzvah and to ensure the minyan, that'll be appreciated. Pardes Chaim, 12:30. 5:35 mincha. Have a good day, everyone. Tana de Eliyahu. Oh, Shachrit tomorrow.